Hello, welcome to our new Discover Dinosaurs exhibit. And I want to just show you around and point out some of the highlights that we have here so you can come and visit our new exhibit. Right over here, we have some mammoth bones, some huge bones here. Here we have the jawbone of a mammoth. We have the huge tusk here, and this gives you an idea of what the mammoth looked like. Now, here's one of the rib bones here, and right here we have the femur bone. This would be from your hip down to your knee. Notice how huge it is. Then we have the jaw bones. This is one of the teeth. And this would be the top one, and you could grind back and forth. So this would be a plant eater and would grind the food. Now this tooth here is a mastodon tooth, and it looks just like one of our molars here. And so they would chop up and down like we do to eat the plant food. Then we have some other ones here. We have some of the hair of the woolly mammoth here. Then we have other teeth, the T-Rex tooth, the saber-toothed tiger tooth, and then some shark's teeth as well here. Right here we have mud cracks. Here you can see that there was mud and it dried, forming cracks. Now I should say, these mammoth bones are from this site here in South Dakota, Hot Springs, South Dakota, just south of the big monuments, Mount Rushmore, and you just go south and they have this big huge pit here. They put a huge building over it, and here's one of the mammoths here that they were digging out. Now, I should say some of these huge bones here, in ancient times, they found some of these huge bones. They look just like our bones here, and they thought there were giants in the land here. And now there's a whole book about this, that the Greeks thought there was these huge giants in the land, that they were probably just fossils that they found. Now, we want to go down deeper here. And we have our T-Rex, our baby T-Rex. He would be a lot, a full-grown one would be even bigger than this one right here. And now I want to turn over to this map here. Here, this is Pennsylvania, the eastern part, and we are right here. Now, you see this green and red valley here. This is the Triassic time, and this is called, we call it Dinosaur Valley. This is where all the dinosaurs walked through the valley here. And at Limerick, when they built the nuclear power plant, they discovered footprints of dinosaurs, and they have this little brochure about the dinosaurs and the footprints they found there while they were digging the nuclear power plant. So this valley continues on up through New Jersey, on up into Connecticut, where they have a big state museum where you can go and see all the dinosaur footprints. So if you live in this area here, there might be dinosaur footprints underneath the ground there. Then we have some of another T-Rex tooth here. This is the brain of the T-Rex. And here's some coprolite, which means dinosaur poop. And they can study the poop and see what the dinosaurs ate. Then we want to turn around and we'll go over to this side here, and we see dinosaur eggs here. Some of the different shapes and sizes of the different dinosaur eggs here. And then we have some amber down there. They find all sorts of interesting insects, bugs. There's a seed in that one during the time of the dinosaurs. And then we have our little baby stegosaurus here. We got to feed them so it'll grow a little bit bigger than that. And then down here we have our most scariest dinosaur. I guess I should be over this way so you can see our most scary dinosaur here. So we want to invite you to come see the small little dinosaur exhibit here. And then what else you can do? We have some fluorescent rocks down here that glow under black light. Then you can actually look and try to find some of your own dinosaur fossils. Right here, there's shark's teeth shells you can find here. Over this side, microfossils that you can find some samples there. And then outside, we have places where you can dig and try to find the shark's teeth, fossils, archaeology, gemstones outside as well. So I hope you can all come and visit the new Discovering Dinosaurs exhibits. We're at the Discover Dinosaurs exhibits, a new exhibit at the Bible History exhibits here near Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And here we have some of our mammoth bones here. And we have some of the key questions that might be considered with Bible and science. Does the Bible agree with science? Does science contradict the Bible? And I want to look here, and a key Bible verse is 2 Timothy 3:16. It says, all Scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. Notice that it says instruction in righteousness, not instruction in biology, not instruction in geology or chemistry. It's instruction in righteousness. And I think the trouble comes is when we try to make the Bible a geology book, a science book, a biology book. It's meant to be instruction in righteousness, not a science book. And when we try to make it a science book, that's when we end up in trouble. Now here, it doesn't have scientific language. Isaiah 55:12 says, the mountains and the hills shall break forth before you into singing, and the trees of the field shall clap their hands. Are we to take this scientifically? Do trees have hands and they clap? Do the hills sing songs? No, this is a poetic language. It's not scientific language. Now, there was some big debates in the past here. Now, we want to look at Galileo and Copernicus. He said that the earth revolved around the sun. And we have Martin Luther, the famous reformer, rejected Copernicus and Galileo because they thought the Bible said that the sun revolves around the earth and the earth is still. It doesn't move. Same thing with John Calvin, another reformer. Rejected the sun the earth going around the sun because the Bible is against it. Here's what Martin Luther quoted. The fool Copernicus would overturn all astronomy. In the Holy Scriptures we read that Joshua ordained the sun to stand still, not the earth. Copernicus replies, to attack me by twisting a passage from Scripture is to resort to one who claims judgment upon things he does not understand. And I like this of Galileo, this quote, "The Bible tells us how to go to heaven, not how the heavens go. The Bible is not a science book, and we shouldn't try to make it into a science book." Now, another key thing is, how old is the earth? And we have here Bishop Ussher. And he figured it out all with the genealogies that it goes back about 4004 BC, counting all the genealogies. So the earth is only about 6,000 years old, according to Bishop Ussher. But if we look at the scriptures, there's gaps in the genealogies. For example, Luke 18:38 says, "Jesus, thou son of David." Is Jesus the direct son of David? No, there's 1,000 years between Jesus and David. A big, huge gap there. And we can look at the genealogies, and in Luke 3:36 it puts Cana in there. So these genealogies are not always father-son relationship. There can be some big gaps. We don't know for sure exactly how old the earth is according to the genealogies of the Bible. Now we want to look here at some of the different views here. We have the young earth creationist. The heliocentric, they believe the earth goes around the sun. Henry Morris thinks it's about 10,000 plus years old. Then you have Ken Ham, that's at 6,000 years old. They follow Bishop Ussher. Then we have the very literalist view of the Bible, that it's geocentric. The sun goes around the earth. Martin Luther, one of the reformers, was this way. Some even go to the flat earth, the four corners of the earth, and they still believe the earth is flat. And just recently in the news, a guy went up, he built his own rocket to fly up into the sky to see if it was actually spherical or it was square-shaped, if it was really round or not. And he was killed in that accident going up in the rocket. But there still are some today that still believe the earth is flat and that the sun goes around the earth, taking the Bible literally.